always tell you about cool things at the airport, right? But for this particular airport here in Vancouver, the actual ground that I'm standing on is the cool part of the airport. Let me explain. Vancouver Airport was actually built on an island. And that island that you saw, this place right here, everything that you can see, this is the land where indigenous people have lived for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And this specific indigenous people are called the Musqueam people. But you see, this is where things get a little bit interesting. You see, all of this airport was built here without any agreements with the Musqueam people. This whole piece of infrastructure, all of this airport was built without those conversations. So imagine that, right? Imagine if you're a Musqueam and you had a plot of land that your ancestors have lived on for thousands of years and somebody decided to come and just build an airport on it. But in 2017, things began to change. Vancouver Airport actually decided that they've had enough of that. They actually want to have constructive conversations and start to build a relationship with these Musqueam people. They actually wanted to honor the heritage that this land held for thousands of years. So they approached the Musqueam people and they asked them, how can we start to build a relationship while we acknowledge the past but build a brighter future? Musqueam people and Vancouver airports actually signed a friendship agreement. This agreement was the first step to try and nourish the relationship between the airport and the indigenous people that have lived on this land for thousands of years. As a result, the Musqueam culture is ingrained in the entire airport. As you look out, you can actually see all the Musqueam elements within the airport. This is actually the area where people first arrive when they arrive to Vancouver Airport, and this is what they see. They see the culture and the history of the Musqueam people front and center of it all. And it's not just the artwork, even the staff members and restaurants. So this restaurant right here is a completely indigenous owned restaurant, and they bring their traditional dishes here in the airport for everyone to taste, which means this entire airport and the land that it's standing on, there's a story in it, and that story is an understanding and an appreciation of the truth, and also an active approach to try and right what was once wronged and try and take positive steps to create a brighter future.